And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Joe Musgrove. What do you have on him, Siggy?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, first pitch coming up. Geraldo Perdomo
Arizona,
stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Geraldo Perdomo.
Ball, that pitch is up.
The 1-0. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And now 2-1. Just
Ball
missed.
3.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
There's a strike.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. That one's in there. 1-2.
Well, he got away with the mistake right there. A curveball that backed up a little bit, stayed high in the zone. You won't want to throw that one again.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 7.
Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog. His first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. The throw into second. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. And he's taken away the double play opportunity.
Hey!
That one
That's
kicks away
2.
from the catcher. No advance, though. Just
Ball
off
3.
the outside edge. 3-1 now. Swings through that. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Nope, that's a ball.
Man on second, 2 down.
Nope.
That's to third, and he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Batting fifth, the third
Here's
baseman,
Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
On the corner for a strike. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That one inside.
That's
ball
inside.
2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Arizona, Ryan Nelson. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Stays alive. And that skips in the dirt. Started after it. Appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Second, the center fielder, number 3.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Jackson Merrill, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Here's your 1.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, right field. 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Inside.
Ball, that's inside.
And that's ball 1.
Ball, that's out.
The other way. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Smith gets under it, and that will end the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. New inning getting started. Digging in, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. One up, one down.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Haven Smith.
Just missed. Smith getting to start in left, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and his on-base percentage this season is right around 360.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. No score here in the second. Check swing called strike. 3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, not every great at-bat ends in a hit. He saw a lot of pitches. That kind of an at-bat can be contagious to a lineup.
Now at the plate, Adrian Del Castillo. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So digging in now for San Diego, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano.
Ball.
Ground ball left side. Zips it to first and quickly one away in the second.
The first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Ball one there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. 2-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball
Way inside, gets out of the way. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes X to the plate.
Aye.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball one.
Foul ball there. The 1-2. On the ground, right side, and that's foul. The 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The Padres with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. What a stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
All set for the start of the inning. Alec Thomas now.
Number 5, Alec Thomas.
That's a ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
The batter, number 2.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Perdomo.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball. That's inside.
Top of the 3rd, no score. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. And the D-backs jump out in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. And the hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Here's Ketel Marte. Went down on strikes his first time through. Way high there. And that is ball one. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
The right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Nope.
Two down, nobody on. Fastball is outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third. So here's the Padres DH, Miguel Andujar. Swing and a miss, strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the air to left center. Smith takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Freddie Fermi.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
On the ground, Perdomo gets it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's 0 for 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. See you later. And it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third.
No, that's foul.
Struck him out looking. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. All even at 1 apiece. Start of the fourth. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Long run, tracks it down. 1 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
That one fouled off. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Aye.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. That one missed.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That misses. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Next offering is down low. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, number 5, Ramos Laureano.
That's towards center. Thomas under it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman.
There's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Down and away for ball 1. That clips the corner. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Out to short. Fires over to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Ready now for the 5th inning.
Arizona,
Stepping in, Pavin Smith.
Pavin Smith.
In the air, right field. Tatis settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the designated hitter, Adrian Del Castillo.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill on the move. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, number 5, Alec.
Now up next for Arizona,
Thomas.
Alec Thomas. 0 for 1 so far. Chop back up the middle. On to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts.
Bogaerts.
Bogaerts in his 13th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Aruba.
Aye.
High fly ball, right field. Carroll under this one. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Swing and a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot, and they lead it. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Fly to left his first time. Outside. Ball one. And that one fouled off. Strike two. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball right side. Santana takes it to the bag, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher, Freddie Burby.
Yeah! Nope.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Marte over to first. That's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Now pitching for the
So a
Padres,
young arm coming on now out of the pen. Bradley Rodriguez.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's inside.
Ball one.
Bullpen action for the Padres. Jeremiah Estrada, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Morejon also getting ready. That one a little bit high, and a count 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
That's a really good take.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 on the way. That's down and in. Ketel Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The Diamondbacks trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. In the air, left side. And that quickly, 2 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
That's outside.
Ball one.
Ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball, that's out.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Inside corner, that's a strike. And the count's even at 2. This one in the air, center field. Merrill on his way over, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're down 2-1.
Leading up
In
for the
steps
Padres,
El Nino,
the right
Fernando
fielder,
Tatis
Fernando
Jr. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Jr.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Nelson back to work.
Ball one.
Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Taylor Clark, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stroud getting loose as well. The 1-0.
What do you got?
Tatis tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Take your
That
base,
one
ball
misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next
Challenge
for
from behind the
Padres,
dish here.
the center fielder,
And the
number
call
3,
stands. It was indeed a
Jackson.
ball. That knocks them down to
Merrill.
1 challenge left. Torey Lovello is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Ryan Nelson out of the game. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Trey
Arizona,
Jamison gets
number
handed the rock
99,
out of the pen.
Dre
Just trying to keep this one close
Jamison.
here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch.
Up next for
Clearly
the
he had him
Padres,
fooled.
the third
1 out
baseman,
man at
number
first.
13,
Next for the
Manny
Padres, Manny Machado.
Machado.
Now quick throw to first. Tatis dives back in.
Runner!
Tatis runs. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball there. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Man at second. That one just misses the outside corner. And it's 1-2. That's inside.
Ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Too high. Ball.
Man on second, 2 down. That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0.
Hey.
Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. One left for San Diego as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Top of inning number 7. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Bradley Rodriguez gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
A new arm into the game, the righty,
56,
Jeremiah Estrada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Carlos Santana getting ready to hit. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
And a foul ball. The Padres holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That one not close, and the count 1-2. Got him. That's out number 3. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Padres 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
We're
Arizona,
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Clark.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Gavin Sheets now at the plate. 1 for 2.
Sheets.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1. That's ball 2.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Next pitch in the dirt. And now 3-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Shortstop, Xander Bogart.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Oh, 1 down. Out towards right center field. Carroll under it. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered in this game.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch is in there. That is strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they still lead it 2-1. And we're back. And now the DH, number 25.
Adrian Del Castillo.
That one way inside.
Inside ball.
That was straight queso right there.
That's a little bit low. Alec Thomas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. That one in triple digits.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 0-2. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Thomas wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The Padres trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Estrada, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Close,
That's
but called
three.
a ball. Ball 3. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Two down, nobody on, and that is out of play. The 2-2 stays alive. This one smoked, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Laureano hustles to get it in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jeremiah Estrada done for the afternoon, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
So the
Padres,
closer summoned from the
number
bullpen,
22,
Mason Miller.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make
Now
some
running at
quality
second
pitches.
base,
He does have
number
first
10,
open if he needs to use it.
Lawler.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And that one almost got him. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And the D-backs jump out in front. It's 3-2. These fans are just heartbroken right now.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
So 2 down. This is Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hey.
And the 0-1. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Paul Sewald.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading up for the Padres, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Freddie Fermin. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that's outside.
That pitch is out.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Kevin Ginkel, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Thompson getting cranked up as well. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball two.
The D-backs holding on to a one-run lead here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that's in for a strike. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Padres down in order. They're down 3-2. We go to the ninth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Ron Marinaccio appears to be getting loose. Matsui, a left-hander, also throwing.
Ball one.
Miller, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Backed off the plate that time. Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
For the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Pitch misses. Ball one.
That's a ball.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a 2-1 on the way. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill settles underneath it. 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the first baseman.
Next to hit for Arizona, Carlos Santana.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. Diamondbacks down. Kevin Ginkel on to try and close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The 1-0. Just missed. That one misses, and it's 3-0.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Padres, the third baseman, number 13, Manny.
Here's Machado. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Just off the inside edge. The Padres with the tying run on at first. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. And that drops in for a strike. Fouled off down the right side. And that's down and away. That one out to right. Carroll gets there. He's under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman, Gavin.
So it's their last chance in this one. Gavin Sheets will hit next. 1 for 3. Quick toss to first, and he's back in there.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
They're down to their final strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
This one popped up. Marte has a beat on it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, a real balanced ball game, 3-2 score. We saw some hitting at times. We saw some good pitching at other times. And I think very balanced, very pleasurable game, I think, for the fans as well as for us up here in the booth. Watching the execution by both teams was really impressive. They did it in all facets of the game.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.